Someone must have told you that you're singing off key. Maybe kindly, maybe unkindly. And you felt so bad. You feel like you can never actually sing on key. Maybe it's impossible. Maybe that's how God created you. Maybe that's how your ear is, or you have a medical problem. That's why you can't hear. That's why you are always singing off key. Well, I am here to tell you today that it is not your ear that is the problem. Because it is about 4% of people in the world that can actually not hear pitch, that have genuine tone deafness. Most people in the world who can hear can actually hear pitch, but they don't understand the connection of that thing they are hearing with their voice. And that connection is actually trainable. And so in this video, I am going to train that connection for you because a skill is trained. My name is Grace Afoka. I am the best voice coach who helps her singers to find their voice. So, if you're a struggling singer trying to find your unique voice, stay with me here in this channel, Graciedion Media, which is part of our music school, Graciedion Media Music and Vocal Institute, that helps people to find their music dreams. So now, my darling, let us get started. Let's talk one-on-one. How can we actually build this connection between the ear and the voice? I'm going to use an illustration to explain this. If you see a fine handwriting, very beautiful handwriting, and they ask you to write like that beautiful handwriting, do you think you can be able to do that immediately? No. But you can see the handwriting. You can see that that handwriting is actually fine. But you may not be able to write exactly like the way the person who wrote it writes it. Now, this is the same thing with the ear and the voice. Your ear hears the pitch that is intended, or hears this, and then the voice is expected to match that pitch it is hearing. Ah. The vocal folds have to vibrate at the frequency of the pitch it is also hearing. And the brain needs to process what it hears so that the vocal folds can match it and produce that sound. So because of these processes involved, if you have not been processing such, when you now try, there is possibility of not matching it correctly, which now makes you to sing out of tune, which also makes you to sing like you are singing flat from what you're supposed to sing. So I will still teach you how we can actually hear it, allow the brain to process it, and then match it with our vocal folds. But there is one other reason why when something is played, you cannot actually match it, no matter how you try. Even when they play it and you can hear it, you know that it is do, mi, that you're supposed to sing, but you're not singing it. When you're singing it, it's sounding, and the person who is playing for you keeps saying, I said, and you're singing, instead of, you're singing, there is a problem. Do you know what causes that? It's breath support. When you lack good breath support, there is tendency of you to go off. So like, how can you actually sing what is written there? You breathe in well. Remember the core lock I taught you? You breathe in, hold the breath, and then release. But if you don't give it good breath support, you can do because it's not really well supported. And then the third reason is that They just play for you. You begin to scream or shout or sing aloud, or you just without paying attention, without listening to details. Remember, I said in the last video I posted here on this channel, I said you can be hearing, everybody can hear, but you may not be listening. Listening is paying attention to details. So they just play for you, and you just don't listen and you just start singing, you're likely to go out of tune. So, what method are we now going to use to create this connection, to actually have our breathing in check, and also to pay attention and listen? And this method I'm going to introduce to you is what I call the Graciedion TUNE-IN method. With this method, be able to tune into exactly what they are singing for you. Now, as you've listened to that, you hum. Remember, when you're humming, leave space here inside and then cover the front. Now you open from that hum. You add it to master. Now, you will notice some singers, professionals, when they want to sing, you hear them say, they are actually trying to flow into the key of that music. Some of them do it unknowingly, some are intentional about it. And you too can use that to, not let people know that you're actually trying to match your tune. So from that, and I will not be silent. I will always worship you. Do you see that? Now, while you are trying that humming and getting into the first song, you now engage your core very well. You use the core lock technique I taught you in this video. So, you now use this core lock, that is, you engage, feel the engagement here. And I will not. And now activate here so you can feel it. And more, and I will not be silent. I will always worship you. Did you see that? I'm engaging here. There is no way you do like this, my dear, that you will go off key. In short, comment. If you have always been hearing people telling you off key, comment how this thing I just showed you is helping you, that you do not sing go off key, that you tried it and you do not go off key. It's not the one you will just do and say you tried it. In short, if you go off key, show me proof. Send video and send it on this comment section. Send me proof. Type it and tell me, let me see, so that I'll be sure that you did it rightly. Because there's no way you not do it like this. You not engage your breath, that you will go off key. It's not possible. So this is the Graciedion TUNE-IN method. Once you engage and you match it from your mind, You listen and match it. You will reach that connection between your voice and your ear. Your brain will now process it and tell your vocal folds the frequency in which it is going to vibrate. The sound will process it, and that is it. You will now be singing on key. Now, you may know how to sing on key, but when you go to sing with the choir, everybody is singing. You start singing off key, and somebody turns to you and say, Auntie, you're singing off key now, you're distracting us, you're in the choir. My dear, there is still trick to improve as a chorister. If you're in the choir and you're always singing off key, this is what you're going to do now. You will try to listen to the person beside you and match your frequency, your pitch with that person. So let's say she is singing, and I will not be silent. So you listen, use that Graciedion TUNE-IN method. And then activate your core. You will see, you will match whoever you're listening to. Try it. Try it. So, if you have tried it, comment on the comment section how this has helped you to be able to sing on tune. I'm actually working on something exciting. So, I'm going to do another video about this topic. And after that, I am working on something exciting that's going to really help a lot of singers. If you love to be a part of that thing, it's also going to be like a tool that will guide people. Especially this thing about connection of the ear and the voice is it's not easy. Even when you've gotten it, sometimes you may tend to forget and then you will still go back off key. So I'm thinking of a tool. I'm actually processing, we are working on it at Graciedion Media. If you would like such a thing, you'll be interested in such a thing, just comment. I'll reach out to you so that you join our free community, and then I'll keep you updated on how such will work. And when it's done, I'll also share it here on this channel. So I really appreciate you all, and I love you for always watching and tuning in. I still have more videos that is going to help you to find your unique voice. And if you want to watch that, check out this next video.